Mr. Chairman, your nominee.
Thank you. Can you administer the vote, please? Christian. I, Andrew Jaiah Kaikai,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, your nominee.
You have your phone, sir? Yes, sir, I do, sir.
No mind for us to interface directly. No mind for us to interface directly. We want to recognize you properly when we see you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Andrew Jaiah Kaikai, sir.
Retired soldier. You retired soldier.
Yes, sir.
We did not see you on the phone. We are yearning for you to please retire soldier. So what's your position appointed?
The Executive Director, National Drug and Law Enforcement Agency.
That's why I wanted you to push retire soldier, because we are coming to talk about very interesting issues. These are drugs issue on the phone.
Soldier has never retired, sir.
Active soldier.
We go to hell to regroup and come back.
But so you don't put it, so you know So police, the appointment as Executive Director, National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. First, you have a text below a photograph. Can you read that text for us, sir?
Which one, sir?
The one that has to do with the text below your photograph.
Canvassing of members of the committee is strictly forbidden.
Thank you. Do you know anyone on the panel?
Yes, sir.
Who do you know? How do you know them?
I've interacted with nearly all of you. All of you.
In line with this position given to you?
No, sir.
You sure you did not canvass anybody at all? In line with this matter, that's why I did ask you the question why canvass. In line with this matter, we have the people calling us to interview. We immediately refuse to say that no comment. Which one is that? So it's good you did not call at all. Because it's strictly against the rules of procedure. And you know the reason we are fighting corruption, and we want to come out clean. Perceptions are setting. Even members of parliament they have compromised. Maybe one of our colleagues the fifth parliament, attack members of parliament that they have compromised. And that's an opinion, and we have to do everything to make sure that our integrity is very clear on that, and we don't compromise. So that is why we are asking repeatedly. As a chair, let me make one corrections. As it pleases me, if you are sitting in front of me, I can see you. I cannot present you to the deadline. That is my parliamentary responsibility as a chairman. But I also have to be very responsible as the chairman of the committee, serving the interests of the people. If we have issues affecting us, I can put more on any interview. It's also the responsibility of the chair and the committee. That is our role. Nobody can question that. Even the president cannot question us on that. So at any time we take a decision, we don't take a decision as if we are dictators. We take a decision in line with the operating system of sound procedures. So without malice, we address the issues that affect us. So these are three ways to asking questions that we should not be asking us interfering and trying to act on what we do. If you want, you can send any questions, you have to directly with us. So that's why we have that one in that aspect of us. So all of us fight corruption. So can we go to your bank balance? Think out your bank balance. You don't need to read, I just make a direction. Your bank balance, you have started with something like 8, right?
Yes, sir.
Advocate Commercial Bank.
Yes.
That's the only account you have.
Yes.
When did you open the account?
I believe in June of 2018.
You studied for a long time in Texas.
Sir?
You studied for a long time in Texas.
Yes, sir.
And you drew stopped.
Yes.
You have no account when you have in Texas.
Sir?
You don't have any account when you're in Texas.
I had accounts in Texas, but I've been here now for the past.
So you are creating a local account.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cash answer.
Cash I had as of the time I filled this form was 6,000.
And the new one, I don't know what currency is. You said
New deal,
So
6,000.
that's the correction is N/LE, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you do that correction, please? It's coming. Before I go to the next question, I don't want to use this opportunity to recognize the Deputy Chief Whip 2, who is a member of the committee, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte. You're welcome. But yeah, the first question I've seen is from the interview. They're very interesting question. You have answer. F, go to F. Item 9 investment, and go to F. Is it gift, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever filled that exploration form before?
Yes, sir.
Verified that exploration form?
Yes, sir.
You state it in the exploration form?
Yes, sir.
As you have it here in front of us. You said the Jewel Gold Mercedes Benz. Land. You said, I don't know if you properly understood the question. The four gifts
Yes, sir.
given to you. Jewel Gold Mercedes Benz.
Yes,
And he said the total Land Cruiser LLT is 300. And he said total 49. All these are gifts. Any discussion when you receive the gifts? In what capacity we are? At that time, you are a chief immigration officer.
Yes, sir.
You did any disclosure based in line with the Anti-Corruption Act. You have evidence on that.
I I don't have my anti-corruption form, but I know that everything listed here is the same on there.
It is huge. Kaikai. This is huge. Okay, fine. So we have the opportunity to have. How did you receive the gift?
From a friend, sir.
Like small place.
My best friend.
I
Sir.
don't addict
Can you classify them?
Yeah.
Can you name them for us? For the Chuagon.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you said when did you receive the gift?
This year. About
This year, sir. When last did you feel that corruption from?
I think this year. Recently.
Is it in that corruption from?
Yes, sir.
The one that they displayed, the one that they requested that you should declare our assets.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these items is still in that corruption from.
Yes, sir.
So in the disclosure, I want this thing to be consistent because gifts are sometimes giving us issues. Now we have the document, all of us. It's 4 items and they are huge. That's what I'm asking. Let me read the first paragraph. Parliamentary vetting of presidential nominee 2023. Declaration of assets. Have you seen that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you said gifts. Last year you received a gift.
This year, sir.
2023. And then you are still a CIO.
Yes, sir.
So in what capacity you received the gift from your friend?
He's been a friend. I was a lawyer in the US I practiced law in the US for 20 years.
So he just came and gave you the URL.
Yes.
Did you make any capacity when you're there? Did you make any declarations? Do you make any disclosure? Say this is given to me because there's one declaration in the anti-corruption form for gifts. All right, let's proceed. It's the same thing for the Twitter lamp booster.
Yes.
It's the same friend.
Yes.
Same friend again for Twitter photos.
Yes.
You don't mind filling this form again for us?
No, sir.
You don't mind?
So feel it?
Yes, we will do this form.
Yeah, I don't need it.
I challenge the guy for us you have to redo. But if you say, let me direct you now. If you say it's a gift, you have to give us proper disclosure. So either you take it or you leave it. Because as it is now, I've asked you, I have the right to stand down. If you say it's a gift, we go through the proper procedure of talking about gifts. That's why some of these questions are not compulsory. But you said you have gifts, I give you large shares. Perhaps under circumstances they are filling this form, you are thinking about something different, which I have done to so many other people. So, as a records, because you have displayed your asset and you are the chief immigration officer, I give you the opportunity once more to review this form, especially the one that has to do with gifts. If you said you have gifts, you are convinced, you make proper disclosure. So we agree. You do the form, sir. It's for your own benefit.
Yes.
Anything you say.
No, it's not for me. It's for me. It's for me. I will not talk anything. I will just say that, but for my conscience and God, I know we have been doing it. And we are assessing you. We are vetting you. So we have worse cases than what you have. We are managing them. But we have that you have said it's gifts. Perhaps we don't know under which circumstances classify these ones as gifts. So now proper disclosure is not given to us. Because as I said, it is huge. So because it is huge, I asked you, I said, you don't mind reviewing this form for proper documentation. That it can be in line with your anti-corruption document. He said you just declare the anti-corruption document, right? Your assets are there anti-corruption. And let me give you one story. I remember the guy they called territorial integrity. Aliyu Kamara.
No, sir.
You don't remember him. He's a very popular guy. He's gone now.
I don't know.
Okay, let me tell you something about it. He made a false declaration and forged some signatories. He was at the time some presidential initiative, something. ABC, something like that. So during the appropriation committee, appropriation, bring all documents. So the people at the anti-corruption, they did not even bother themselves. They wanted to have a mismatch in documents, showing variations in the figures. So when they called him, he was under investigation. But they did not pursue him hard. They waited for him until he came to Parliament. When he came to Parliament and he came directly, I was in that committee room in 2009, or I was in the committee, I was there. And he came, they asked for the document, collected the document. And right there he was arrested. Oh yeah, he was prosecuted. So sometimes, careful, it is I'm the chair, I'm taking the hand to the speaker. Whatever decision I take we are speaker. So again, man, let me come back to the question. You are Chief Immigration Officer.
Yes, sir.
You have 4 gifts. It's good. Well, profile, I have read your profile. Police doctor, Anthony at Texas. Well, all over Texas, you can practice as a legal practitioner, right? And a solicitor.
All over the US, I can practice as
I saw for Texas. The one I saw, I'm talking about. I don't know the laws of America. I'm just talking about in addressing this issue. You don't mind reviewing this document so that we can. Yeah. So I'm giving you the opportunity to cross-check with anti-corruption. If you are convinced you declare as anti-corruption, it's a gift. You just photocopy that page for me. But these are things that you can do today, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we proceed. You said you had the Range Rover. Question 10. Go to your phone, sir.
Yes, sir.
Range Rover model. Year. Can you remember the year?
Range Rover. 2011.
Okay. No, the model is 2011 model.
Yes, yes, sir.
Is it sports?
Yes, sir.
That is the value. In the new currency, that's what is the value.
Yes.
Now I want you to look at your phone. That is the value.
Yes, sir.
But sir, you did not state any insurance policy given to us. But you went as right up. You stated insurance policies, Jane Watt Life Insurance Co. 1 billion for. Is that for the policy for your company?
No, sir, that's life insurance policy.
Or Jane Watt Life Insurance Company?
Yes, sir.
Is it converted into news or is it paid here in news?
We converted it in the US to match it, but it's being done in dollars in the US.
So what's the dollar rate?
The dollar rate for that.
You don't mind again. Let me just train you. No, don't worry. You don't mind to give us the actual dollar value.
I can, sir.
Yes. Do.
700.
No, just give the dollar value.
$750,000.
No, don't worry. You can, when you are reading the correction, don't put it there. The reason why we are saying this because if you take the conversion currency, we can take the administrative that we take the bank of Switzerland. Others we take the website value currency rate. Others we take the street rate. So we don't have control over that. What you can do in this case, you state the life insurance policy in the currency that you pay. Okay. For people who take the premium as regular. There are those who take the third party as their own regular. There are those who talk about comprehensive. Which type of money?
All of them are comprehensive.
All of them are comprehensive?
I will check. But all of them do have insurance.
Second time. No, don't just say you will check or you will. Because it's good to know the policies again.
Yes, sir.
Because most people have each other live in the state, they like to have proper insurance policies. There are those who go for premium insurance, those who go for third party. There are people who stay with their premium insurance, very expensive. And based on the vehicle model, these vehicles are expensive vehicles. So I'm just asking, you cannot actually state that this is the policy, this is whether it's third party or progress. You check. Can you give us that one later?
Yes, sir.
All right. Take note, please. Of course, you know, question 11, no item is stock, non-marketable insurance, limited specified, 13, investment and other marketable securities, none. Precious minerals, none. 15, television. What type of television you have? You have the front back or the flat screen?
Flat screen.
So you said what inches you have?
75-inch.
Alright, good. So you still those one, you just classify them. Remember, you have section like that in the anti-corruption form. Did you fill it out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you start being in line with the anti-corruption, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So of course you have, you said, I don't know, there is you did not give us state for machinery, but you came as far as giving us item 16. Item 8 should be plant and machinery. You said not available. You don't have. But item 60, I'm not talking about other items. 225 kV generators at blah 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 amount. Why did you put it under the policy of plant and machinery so that it can be clearly stated?
That was a mistake, sir.
Yeah, can we? Yes. So let's just do that. We take it back to so it can be clearly specified. For the music asset and others, you can even itemize them under that category.
Okay.
So that it can be explicit and when anybody is looking at the form, you can see it. Are you clear on that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So can we look at item 17? Colleagues, if colleagues take your time, look at item 17. Item 17 can be removed with instructions, sir. Because you have too many scratches around the figures. Yeah, just look at it. You gave us the first figure and you strike it out for the third item under 17, third rule. The third rule, right? And
Yes, sir.
you see, I don't want to call it figures. The thing that you gave is correct. Pass line through. And that's 1, 2. So you just have to just enter them new. So that if you talk about it started with 4. So now you give the appropriate value. And the one that's we're talking about 10 and talking about family. That's 2017, and you just family, but there's a figure there, right? Look at it. So, colleagues, we agree that there is a fundamental thing that we need to clarify. You have accepted. So, we're giving the opportunities as you have done for the others. The corrections are one that you accepted, and the one that is very key, that's how to do the gift. He said it is huge, and he said he will have a look at it. And if he has given it to anti-corruption, you have to give us a document in line with what he disclosed. If at all he hasn't he don't want to disclose against any other form, it's not a gift, it's also his responsibility to, when you review your form. Okay. But just make sure it's line with anti-corruption. So we see you're looking at the present trend of things, harmful substance abuse. And very soon we are going to legislate. It is very well, it is very parliament. We're trying to enforce this intake of harmful substances. You see the impact of this popular one that they call push. But first, you know the way they manufacture push. You have an idea?
I have a vague idea. I don't think anybody really understands how it's done. Because the idea that I have, based on the research and readings that I've done, it's not just one thing.
Thank you. Fine, that's good. So we want people to understand that it's combination of certain substances or certain elements you put together, you get this thing they call push. Okay, fine. So, what is your take in fighting the importation of alcohol? Be it food, be it crab, be it marijuana, be it as going in as the executive director? How you plan to combat it? You have two things at your advantage. First, you're a legally minded person. Secondly, you are an ex-military man. How do you plan to combat it? But before you answer my question, between these two groups, those who take push and cause the havoc around, and those who import it, what type of punishment or classification you give to them?
Yes, and based on the two options you just gave me, I think for a long time, concentration has been on the users. But there's a strategic plan now that has been done. And first of all, at the NDLEA, we have a very, very good board. And the board chairman and my predecessor, they already have a strategic master plan. So we have to focus. It's different. It's a combination of approach we bring together. But then for reduction, we have to focus on the suppliers. You cut the supply chain. The desire is there. But if you cut the supply chain, then you begin now to manage what is happening.
You cut all the supplies as a legal independent person. It is not all cutting. One legal instrument can be proposed to us as a director.
Who follow the laws of the country.
So, what's your intention?
My intention, number one, the vision of the NDLEA is to make Sierra Leone a healthy, vibrant, and wealthy nation. That's our vision. And we have to, how do we do that? Because we are NDLEA, our role is to clamp down on the manufacturers, the ones doing it. We clamp down on them.
So what about those who are taking any substance? How do you treat them?
For those that are taking the substance, we must have a holistic approach. You don't see them as criminals. They are our children, our brothers, our sisters. So when you take it from a holistic approach, you apply the law. But then you also have to bring mechanisms in, like detoxification, some way to help them. Because if you look at what is happening in Sierra Leone, you talk about Kush. As I have looked at everything, the reason why we have this high drug pandemic and the desire for these youths to take it is a loss of hope. And we must instill hope back into them.
All right. Well, let me just, first I was expecting you to say, because you are talking to MPs, we are in the arm of legislation. I was expecting to say you need our help to do a thorough review of the law. First, we need to review the law.
Absolutely, sir.
Do you believe that government needs to activate Section 29 of our Constitution, sort of the state of emergency that has to be introduced?
I believe so. I believe so.
So, you make an appeal that government should bring out a clear policy on drugs abuse?
Yes, sir. As I said earlier, there's already a strategic master plan that has gone through cabinet, a very good document, and in that document you have everything we can to combat the drug use, demand reduction.
Because there is no way you are going to. He said there is no way. That's why when you talk about holistic approach, I was keen to pay attention, pay rapt attention to you, so that I can know what I really get from you what you are about to say. First, you say those who are bringing in the drugs. But have you looked at the legislation? If we have, how do we clamp on? How do we clamp them? How do we get rid of them? So if there's any enforcement, first for us, as members of parliament, believe through your good office, your first approach that we have a thorough review of the law. And two, your appeal is to look at section 29 that has to do with the public emergency, because our children are dying. And the argument is this: we are giving education, free and quality education. We are also looking at the constitution in terms of giving education. So if we are looking at the constitution, it makes provision to give us a quality education, which is entrenched in our constitution. It also behooves us. It behooves us to make sure that our children are protected. So one, as we did for the Sexual Offences Act, the first government brought in what we call the public emergency, and we amended the law that has to do with the sexual harassment. Today, there is decorum. There is complete decorum within our girls. This issue of abusing our children, especially the girls, is a thing of the past. They are doing it now, but if you do it, you have to face the consequences of the law. That is one. So if these two still have constitutional provisions, then we expect you to also push for a strong law, robust law that can change the scenario.
I'm going to do that, sir.
Fine. So we can get, I'm saying this, I've opened the Constitution, I've cited Section 29, I've already cited Section 9 of the Constitution, take note of it. Section 9 of the Constitution, the side note is this. The side note is educational opportunities. Educational opportunities, which you can tie with Section 29 of the Constitution, that has to do with the public emergency. We have seen a proper result that Section 9 has given in terms of addressing the issue of sexual harassment. So we're on the same page. Now, let me now go to between those who are the importers and those who are taking it. For me, and all of us here, we don't accept they are victims. They cannot be incarcerated. They cannot. Because they are being charged for crimes because they are not on a normal temperature and pressure. They have taken in substance that has confused their brain in doing things that are behaving like animals and they are behaving abnormal ways. You charge them for that. So if you charge them for that, you should also charge people who are mad people because they are committing crime. Oh yes, that's what you are saying. So they are victims. So let me ask you this question. Do you believe that we can rehabilitate them, put them in rehab? Do you believe in that?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Colleagues, they are accepted to certain parameters and we have now a fundamental grounds that we are going to do. That he plans to push for adherence to the constitutional provisions that will help us combat these menace. Secondly, he has accepted that those who are victims cannot be punished and he should, if approved by this House, lobby so that government can look at for a special way of handling those who are victims and the crimes that they have committed, put them under special conditions. So I now open the floor for question. Yes, Honorable. Honorable Lolotinge.
Yeah, Mr. Kaikai, if the parents of these drug addicts who know that we are today nominating or interviewing somebody like you, I think the whole parliament will be full of parents. Within you, I think you are kind of the hot cake today. Parents are looking for. Our children are becoming the zombies, in towns, They are destroying themselves, they are destroying the inner organs of themselves, you see. And it's pathetic to see that. There have been kupijara, there have been marijuana, cocaine, pampers, etc., etc. And we are not seeing actual steps, taken against these people bringing in these drugs to destroy our kids. As leader was just saying, these are victims, children do these things because of curiosity sometimes, and they get themselves accustomed to it and they cannot no longer leave it. I could remember when I was a child, my grandmother said I should go and buy tobacco, And curiosity actually, struck me, and I tasted it when I went to buy the tobacco. And I was like falling on the floor. They went and told my parents, your daughter is just lying on the floor. But I didn't know what I was doing, out of curiosity, out of just something. So we need you urgently. If I were the president of this country, believe me, I would have just said, go to office and start working right now. But the law is the law. We need to do what we need to do. And that's just what it is. So, Mr. Kaikai, we need you urgently. What can you bring on board? What changes, what policies are you going to make, both for the importers and even the victims? The victims in the Western world, where you and I actually know, we have, structures that will bring these people to intoxicate these people. We don't have it because we are not that advanced enough. But there are other things I think, as out of your own know-how, you can bring it up in the institution. We need you, please, to help us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. I think in knowing you for the past years and your background, you are the most fitted for that particular position. When I heard or when I saw it over the social media that you've been given that particular position, I was happy. I was very happy. I don't know for others. Because your background can help us. Our children are dying. The children are suffering. Some innocent children are suffering. And let me tell you, what some of these guys do, they put these substances in a food like butterscotch or what scotch or whatever. You don't know it. Then you take it. So to say, like what you heard from Honorable, some are innocent. Some take it out of excitement. Some say, SO2, and they take up itself one feel high. See, one music that, I don't know, this guy sang, and they see you funny, mama, you feel back fall. That is how it happens. And sometimes, again, I blame us. Because if you see these guys along the road, running behind your vehicles, you bobo there, then you give them 10 or 20,000. What they'll go and buy? It's push. So that they can feel high. But what I'm saying, please, like what you've heard from Honorable, we are here as mothers. I know we the mothers feel the pinch. Because each time you see somebody, you see now all of them have sore in their bodies. Human bones, they said they use human bones. Can you imagine? So these are the things that you go and focus on. Please help us. We will help you deal with some of these policies so that we can minimize. We cannot say we are going to eradicate, but we minimize. This is very dangerous. Maybe jamba, sometimes they say jamba. Some people say it's medicinal for asthma or whatever. But this one, what I don't really understand. So you have to make sure you work with Parliament and you work with other institutions that can help you. And let me tell you, at this time now, if you achieve in eradicating this thing or minimizing this push, you are number one in this country. People will see you because this is what we want to eradicate. It's everywhere you go. Even in my village in Shenge, people are now calling me that, bush is rampant here. Hold these people responsible, the dealers. The dealers will be responsible, whether international or locally. We need to hold these people, name and shame them. And for the guys, I will want to add in your policy or whatever the community. Let's find homes for them. You don't have to throw them away. Let's find homes. Like in overseas, some of these drug addicts, they are in homes. They rehabilitate them. They refine them. And after some time, they give you back to the community or find something to do. You can be there, they find you, and when you are out, they'll find some works for you to do. So that is what you have to plead for. Let us have homes for these victims. So with that, I want to congratulate you in advance. You have approved, but I hope they will approve you because we want you to go and start work immediately. This is too much for us in this country. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think there are no questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Congratulations. This is extremely huge. So it's even bigger than the one we are coming from. A few days ago, I told His Excellency the President that we should start considering invoking state of emergency on harmful drugs. Because when you go to our constituencies, you are coming from Proton. When you go to our villages, in fact, the level of theft in our villages from those small boys that they push is unbearable. There's a situation in my own village where even the pants of their mothers have been stolen. Trust me, that's how dangerous and how these drugs have taken our young. The future is going. The future is going. So to me, I believe His Excellency the President should evoke state of emergency. We should begin running after those that import these drugs. Because if these drugs are not here, they will not have people taking them. We should start running after them. So with your military background, we believe military officers should be the most disciplined. We expect that when you go to that office, you deliver for His Excellency the President. Because if you fail, you have killed the future. And I also believe you should advocate to the Ministry of Finance when it was approved for them to opt their budgets to that department. Because you cannot succeed if you don't have enough resources in that department. We should work collaboratively with the police, because they are also, a few days ago when I said it clear, that these people are doing it most times in collaboration with police officers. Yes. They are doing it in collaboration. So you have so much in your hands. You have so much. If you succeed, then I believe every parent will be proud of you, sir. Every parent. Sure. Because the risk of raising a child in Sierra Leone now, today, even when you have resources and you want to put your children into the best private schools, you notice these schools have their people take drugs to these schools, in fact. The government schools. So none of these schools are spared. So you have so much in your hand. This one, it's a challenge His Excellency the President has given you. Please make sure you deliver. Please. My simple question I want to ask. I know you deliver. I know you I can see you are a man of the moment. Sure. Because when we are relieved, there was this guy all around. It shows you are a man of the moment, you are a man of the people, like it. Well, a few days ago, Mr. Kaikai, they arrested a Nigerian man who killed his girlfriend in Nigeria. And he came, it is rumored that he got Sierra passport for $30,000. And the immigration was, how did that happen?
So thank you very much. I overruled. So that, then the other one are we arguing over the one that has to do the police. You have to establish a clear if the police are really called police.
No, I'm not saying. I said it is rumor.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's clarified now. But the one overruling. It's not that this you know is not overruling. I don't want to put you in trouble. We are now the proposed executive director for drugs enforcement. Fine. Let's see what Honorable Kasamba.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations on your appointment. And I wish you well in your role. Like the leader already mentioned, this is an emerging issue. The issue of drug intake. And I believe it's a business. The importers are making huge profits from these drugs. I have been made to understand that the profit margin is so wide, particularly so with the push. That is why they are indulged in it. On the other side, the future of our younger generation is becoming bleak. You see very promising young persons before now. When you look at them now, they are becoming useless. And it is across the board. So that makes it an emerging issue. It's very, very important. And so the leader was saying, we have to look at our laws. Some of the laws around drugs in this country are old and outdated somehow. Even where you take the person to court, you charge, the penalties are but the fines are not better off. They can pay and get off and do it again. So we have to look at our laws to make sure we repeal and replace our laws, and they are effective to ensure that we run after those who are bringing in these drugs. And the enforcement, of course, you will be doing that in consonance with the police and other law enforcement agencies. We want to urge you that when you approve, you work with, I don't know, probably the AG's office, to ensure that we repeal and replace these laws. And we work with the police and other institutions to ensure that we reduce drastically the import of these drugs and their intake. Because you must know that they are getting very, very serious. Even in the very last village now, people are taking drugs, they are taking food. Across all walks of life, every professionals. We've seen videos of police people nodding on duty. So they are not doing their jobs any longer. It's becoming serious. If you don't do anything in the next few years, it will be a disaster for this country. So we have the Herculean tax. We look forward as a parliament to support you in repealing those laws and replacing them with effective legislations. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question? Right. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, we have just given you our own side and to bring to you the issues that are affecting our people, and also you can see some trend in our contributions in our questions to do. There's something very clear that there is no way you are going to actively get rid of those who are importing these harmful substances unless you have to have the full backing of the law. Yes. Let me give you one story. When we talk about the cocaine king, I wanted to prosecute those who imported cocaine. The legislations were not available. The ones that we had at that moment, it was something like 2 millions. 2 millions. So we had a meeting in Parliament. And we agreed to first, which we cannot do, but for the interest of the state, we did. First, we amended the law and we made the law retroactive. All of us will accept we agreed. So we voted, but we needed to get the 2 thirds to make it retroactive so that we can prosecute those who brought in the cooking, the flavor of cooking. That's what we did. And so we are constantly reminding you that the law, you should go back and look at the law if approved. Check the law. There should be a clear distinction between those who are importing harmful substances, those who are victims. We are not talking about the rehab centers. So our argument is clear to you. I've explained to you that you use the full context of constitutional provisions. Push your argument to push your argument to push your argument. Even ourselves who are fighting this drug abuse within our communities. So we are just bringing you to speed. And after we have gone with the correction that you are going to do, we have attempted to present it to the plenary. Some of these things again, you will hear members talking about that in the plenary. And one of the things that can help you is by legislation. If you have weak legislation, however you are like a monster, you cannot succeed. So you can only be powerful as the legislation is as powerful as the man who set it. So you are working, you have to work with different players, different players, which you will know very well. I have this notice for somebody at the members' land drop his or her phone. If you know you are not to your phone, check for your phone. Those who are the members' land, contact the sergeant at arm, means our security to see around. They scan the phone and they can give it to you. So check around for your phones. So you can meet with the members, so you can get your money back if you are the owner. So this business of drugs is not a fanfare business. The business of fighting these enemies within our communities is not a fan. In reality, we want to have a brighter future for our children. So that's all what we have for now. And with the correction that you're going to do, after the session, we agree what we cut our next step. But to bring it to speed tomorrow, it's going to be approved by me. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Yeah. You don't need to say anything, just do it.
Thank you.
Hello, sir, Madam Alice Musula Sana.
Yes.